Alright, Triggles, what's happening? So last Friday I went to another wrestle show. I was invited along to a ORW show. Yeah, I've never heard of them either. But still, it was nice to go and see a different kind of wrestling show. They sold me on the idea that it was very much like ECW. So let's be honest, ECW, I'm sold straight away. I love the hardcore old school matches, so just take my money pretty much, even though they let me in for free, but still. So this is my little rundown of my review of how I thought it all went, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, throwing in some clips now so you get to see what it's all about. So the first match up, now this was between Richard Parliament, who obviously you know is a favourite of mine, and he was up against someone who I've never seen before or heard of, Rocker Richards.
Who's the man? Rocker! 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 Go Rocker!
That's a nice headlock, sir.
Yes!
Oh! 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 Ah! Yeah!
Go Rocker!
Get away from me, goldfish man.
Yeah! Oh!
That's it Rocker! That's it Rocker!
What's going on? This isn't fair. Give me a hug, it made me feel better.
Parliament, back in the ring!
Move, you
Whoa, shut up! Rocker, back in the ring! Ready back
Shy!
in the ring! Come on!
I said to him,
Ow! He won. Yeah, he did. I was going to need him as well. Come on, you. No! Nah!
Go! Go! Go on, man!
No disqualification, yeah! hold on to this.
Off it. 1, 2, 3.
It's all legal. There's no disqualification. Yeah! Come on, Rocker! 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 Come on! Come on, cover!
You got it. Come on. 2.
Come on, that's a free. Use your eyes, referee. Use your eyes. Come on, up, you win.
I work inside.
Come on, Rocky!
You give up. You give up.
In a moment he will. Referee. Referee.
His leg!
Yes.
Very convincing, Mark.
Come on. It's over now.
I've hurt my bum!
First time, is it?
Finish him off! Go on, Rock, finish him off! Let's finish him! Let's finish him! Rock and drop! Yes! Help me, Mark! You're seriously not seeing this! You're seriously not seeing this! Why are you not seeing this? Why are you not seeing this? Shall I kill him? Go on, Rocker! Who wants to see Rocker Richards' demise? No, come on, Rocker! Yeah! Let's go, Rocker, that's it!
Come on, brother!
Let's go! Put him down! Going! Come on, Rocker!
Don't do it. Don't be stupid.
One, two! Seriously, that was a free count. You're going to allow that? You're going to allow that? Right.
Stay there. Stay there. What are you doing?
Come on, Rocker! Beat the hell out of him!
That's it. And you're out. Get out, you piece of crap. See you later.
So Richard Parliament manages to pick up the win there, as you saw. Now, I've shown you the whole match here, and I've not cut anything down, and that's only because that there's only 2 matches on this card. Now, I was a little bit disappointed with that, but due to other circumstances, they had to, because there was other reasons why there wasn't other matches. But with this match here, again, it wasn't the greatest. The crowd wasn't up for it. That Rocker Richard didn't really sell the crowd a lot. Richard Parliament does, as he plays a heel really well. It kind of looked like Rocker Richard run out of ideas and his mate in the goldfish fucking suit. I don't know what all that was about as well. I'm not too sure how long Rocker Richards has been wrestling for, but he didn't sell anything for Richard Parliament. This is probably one of the worst matches I've ever seen Richard Parliament been in. Now, like I said, it was a good move from the top rope, but other than that, he didn't really sell much. It looked like he wasn't really up for it, if being honest with you. The looks on his face, a couple of bits of shall I and all that lot. It wasn't a great match. I know I don't want to start criticising, but again, I can only do it how I see it, and I've got to be honest and speak, you know, from the heart, basically. And I didn't enjoy it, and I have to apologise regarding the view, because I got there really late, because there was 2 smashes on the way there, and that's why I was right in the corner. So, not the greatest of views. I apologise on that front, but it just seemed like the match, I personally thought it went on for a little bit too long, and Rocker Richards kind of ran out of ideas halfway through of what to do, and it looked like Richard Parliament was leading most of the way, where I want to see both sides having a go at each other. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, well, hang on a second, mate. You said this was an ECW type hardcore match, and you're right. The first match wasn't. The second match now I'm going to be showing you was, or was meant to be. Let's put it that way. So this was a triple threat match for the ORW Heavyweight Championship, and this was between Bad Boy Joey Naylor, Sandy Jack, and Red Necro.
This is my house!
No, it's not. You're going to lose. Come on, knock him out. Can do.
Oh, I thought you meant to be a hard knot.
Shall I have him?
What, me?
Do something useful
I'm
for
not
one.
very big.
Don't worry about it, he's a loser.
I told you he's bigger than us. I've got a great idea. People want to double team him.
Sorry, can you?
Mikey Smith! Jump him! Jump him!
Put it back in the ring. Come on.
look at him. Pussy! That's what you want, mate. Yeah, come on Yes, I do. Go, Sandy. Hold your eye here. Why can't we do that? Sandy, bring it this side. Arms on the rope! It was a 3! Arms on the rope, it was 2! 3! That was 2, learn to count!
Come on, Sandy!
No, the whole thing was really cool. It helps.
So there you go. Sandy Jack manages to pick up the win and becomes a new ORW heavyweight champion. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about here. Now, this was sold to me as ECW type hardcore matches. So now straight away, where the fuck were the weapons? It took you guys 10 minutes to decide to go, I know, I'm going to jump out the ring and pick up a fucking table. Now, I wanted some hardcore shit, right? I wanted someone walking down to the ring like the fucking film The Purge with fucking bins and chainsaws and shit like that. Like the beginning of the Royal Rumble in 1998. Cactus Jack against Terry Funk to start shit off. Or Royal Rumble 2001 when Raven comes in and starts throwing out shit with bins and kendo sticks. There was no bins. Where was the bins? There was one chair and... Ah, mate, I know I don't want to criticise shit, but when you say to me ECW, I'm just thinking of proper fucking Sabu and mental fucking Sandman, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, guys, these are the fucking legends of hardcore matches. And this was a lukewarm fucking drip of a match. Apart from the fact that it took them a couple of minutes or 10 or so to get a couple of weapons into it, I thought, you know, it started off a little bit slow. That's why, because like I said, I just want action from the road. As soon as that bell goes, I want all of you out in that ring trying to find something to hit some cunt over the head. That's what I wanted to see. But then that's because I'm quite fucked up, right? And I would love someone to hit me over the head with a bin myself. You know, Joey done a good power slam there on Redneck Row, as well as the backstabbers as well. I thought he got some height on the guys and they went flying. I just thought... After Redneck Row unfortunately had to leave the match due to a neck injury, it kind of seemed like the two guys kind of ran out of ideas and a bit of gas really. So maybe that threw them a bit because they've gone from a triple threat match down to a single one-on-one there. But I wanted to see, obviously, what I want to see, blah, blah, blah. But again, I can only tell it from the heart and what I want. I wanted to see someone swanton bomb off the fucking, the balcony up there. I wanted to see a staple gun and going around. Or I wanted to see some fucking blood. But that's why I moved around the other side because I thought, well, I've not got a great view here. So I moved around the other side. As I've done that, they've put the fucking table up in the corner there, innit? For fuck's sake, I was standing there first time fucking round, weren't I? But I did get matey boy throwing Joey through a table. I'm not too sure why Steve did actually get involved. I don't really get that. I mean, I know it's not a disqualification match or anything, but I don't know why he got involved. Like I've always said, I take my hat off to anyone that does get in the ring because you've got more fucking bottle than me, especially with a hardcore match as well. So, you know, well done to all of you doing that. There wasn't much of a storyline though. I mean, like I said, this is my very first show, so that's why I don't know much of the storyline. But talking to a couple of people that were there, they don't know much about this promotion. So if it's a new one, then that's great. You know, hopefully I can come to a few more shows and then I can see a few more of the wrestlers and hopefully there's a few more matches as well as, you know, there's a proper fucking hardcore match. So I've seen Bad Boy Joey Naylor before and I've seen Redneck Row wrestle under a different gimmick as Kid Crazy. Check them out, they are in my videos. I've never seen Sandy Jack before. I mean, probably the best thing about him being in the ring was when his girlfriend or his, you know, the woman that was with him was there because she had a cracking ass. I'll give her that, you know what I mean? So what you're lacking in the ring there, mate, I think you're making up for in the bedroom. Yeah, you know what I mean there, boy. Hey, get in there. Little treacle on your arm there, mate. But... what other things I want to talk about now is I've got to criticise the ref here. Why the fuck is that soppy bollock cunt smiling all the time? Mate, you're meant to be fucking serious. Get the fuck out of the way when I'm filming as well. It's like someone's purposely told you to stand right in my fucking view of the camera. The fuck, man. And it normally takes you about half an hour to get down on the fucking floor to count a pin. Dude, you ever refereed a match before? I mean, I'm fat. It normally takes me half an hour just to fucking tie my shoelaces and it took you half an hour to drop down for fucking a count of 3. As well as, what was up with the fucking smoke? I walked in there and I was late. I thought I walked into a nightclub back in the fucking 80s. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? I come to see a wrestling show. Not to start fucking getting the glow stick saying, what the fuck are you doing to me? I don't have asthma, but I have breathing problems as it is, alright? Fucking, I need the St. John's ambulance right there. What the fuck are you doing to me? One thing I am surprised at is that it didn't actually set off any smoke alarms and no one had to be evacuated. I mean, it was very touch and go at a time there because I couldn't see me fucking hand in front of my eyes. All I needed was a couple of glow sticks and a fucking couple of ecstasy pills and I would have been fucking back in the 80s. So hopefully I've not upset many of you like I have done in previous videos because people tend to cry and go, you can't say that. Grab a pair of fucking bollocks, alright? Let's man the fuck up. Thank you for inviting me. I actually enjoyed myself. I wanted a bit more, but like I said, I love wrestling and I want to go to so many shows, right? Take it as constructive criticism, alright? That's how I'm looking at it. So, If you want to invite me to another show, fantastic. I'll be more than willing to come along. So guys, that's all I've got for you now. I've got another video coming up for you very, very soon. Hope to get that done by the weekend. So don't forget to like, subscribe, leave any comments below. Follow me on Twitter. It is in the description. So until next time, I will see you later.